Hey guys, Dr. Stone, Chapter 74. So this was actually probably the best chapter in the last month or two to me, because of course, it's set up for a lot of stuff, and the ending is looking pretty good. So we start off with the conversation with Ukyo and Ukyo and Senku, and he says that he'll join him, but only if he promises not to kill not to kill anybody. And that was Senku's plan from the beginning, so nothing really changes, and that's good. But the problem I see with this is that Tsukasa is going to be a problem, because he does not look like he's going to give up at all. He's not gonna go anywhere unless you kill him, because of how he's so devoted to what he's doing. Let me fix this a little bit. Yeah, and it does make sense. And he also comments that Hyuga is also a different person from Tsukasa, which we'll kind of see later in the chapter. And I like these seeds that the author is kind of planting right now. But after that conversation, we also learn that Yo faked his death. He took off the piece that was on, like the stone piece that was on his face, because I didn't like that on his face either, so that's good. And Tsukasa's going to the grave to pay respects to him and to bury the piece of his face that he has. And he starts naming off names, and Hyuga says, "Who are they? Like, what are the names? Who are you naming?" And he says, "The people that have died, like the grunts that Hyuga got killed back in his attack." And Hyuga's like, "Oh yeah," and this definitely cements that Hyuga is probably going to betray Tsukasa. And I want to see if that's going to work, if it's going to go anywhere, if they're going to fight, or if Tsukasa is going to be kind of defeated and Hyuga's going to try to take up arms after him. Because it does seem they are definitely at odds with each other. And we still don't really know how Hyuga is, if he's 100% on board with Tsukasa's advanced science plan. So we'll see where that goes. After that, oh yeah, Tsukasa starts digging up Senku's grave, and he finds the telephone, and well, he kind of freaks out, which he should, now that he's starting to piece things together. But as this is happening, we cut back to Senku and his group, and Tai and Yuzu reunite with Senku. There's not a lot of time put on it, but it's a double-page spread, and it looks really nice, and I was happy that it happened. And right after that, they start their raid on the cave, and they actually upgraded the tank again with a I don't know exactly what you would call it. I don't know if it's like a muzzle but they made it so it can shoot a shell. And this is going to be interesting of how this is going to work, because they can only shoot one, and they're basically planning to use scare tactics to get the guards to surrender the cave. I do think this is going to work unless during the time they're getting the solvent from the cave, Tsukasa arrives, because that is a legitimate thing that could happen, and then Ukyo will come in and help them out. But one last prediction I have is, if Hagia does end up betraying Tsukasa, I can see Yo coming back and joining Hyuga, because I can definitely see how they would mesh together, and how Yo would definitely serve under Hyuga. Man, whatever. But I'd like to know what you guys know down in the comments down below. Subscribe if you want more Dr. Stone content from me, because I'll try to get it out every week. yeah, remember to like the video, and I'm looking forward to your comments down below. I think that's about it, and see you guys later. Alright, bye guys.